Nothing, darling. I just dropped the glass.
Someone's tried to kill my husband, Mr. Wolfe. A few weeks ago, someone almost ran him down with a car. David said it wasn't deliberate, but I saw it, just as I saw the bullet hole through the living room window this morning.
You mentioned threats, Mrs. Wharton.
Yes, telephone calls, letters for the past 3 weeks.
All anonymous, I presume.
David insists they're harmless. He says anyone who was a prosecutor as long as he was has to expect this sort of thing.
Has he reported any of this to the police?
No. I know he's only trying to protect me, to keep me from worrying, but I am worried, Mr. Wolfe.
I believe you have reason to be, Mrs. Wharton. My associate, Mr. Goodwin, will have a talk with your husband.
Thank you. I didn't tell him that I was coming to see you. He might be angry. Perhaps you'd better let me talk to him first, Mr. Goodwin.
Of course.
If you could come to my house about 8 this evening.
I'll be there at 8 o'clock on the dot.
I think I can convince my husband just how important this is if we find out who's behind all this. Shouldn't we discuss your fee, Mr. Wolfe?
That can wait until after Mr. Goodwin has talked to your husband. Good day, Mrs. Wharton.
Thank you. Good day, Mr. Goodwin.
You know, as I remember it, David Wharton left the DA's office with a pretty good conviction record.
Yes, which undoubtedly made him a number of enemies, both in and out of prison.
Why wouldn't he report the gunshot to the police?
That is one of the questions I trust you will put to Mr. Wharton himself, Archie.
Right.
You are punctual, Mr. Goodwin. David's expecting you.
Goodwin? I'm Dave Ward.
How do you do?
When I was with the DA's office, I heard a lot about you.
Good or bad?
A little of both. Don't be too late, huh, darling?
I won't. But you know how these charity meetings go. May I have your keys, darling?
Oh, this woman's car is in the shop every other week.
The garage promised me I'll have it tomorrow. Don't wait up for me, darling. Good night, Mr. Goodwin.
Honey, why don't you check your purse and make sure you have everything?
Damn. I left my pledge cards in the kitchen.
Wait a minute. Come on, let's go. Dan will be more comfortable. As a matter of fact, Goodwin, I did tell the police about both incidents. I didn't tell Carol. I didn't want to alarm her. Nothing the police can do anyway until something happens to me.
Thanks for the drink.
You're welcome. I also told them about the bullet I dug out of the wall.
Did ballistics check it?
Yeah, it's a deer rifle.
You're the deer, right?
Seems that way.
Take a look at these Valentines. Wharton sent a lot of guys to the slammer, no plea bargaining, went for the maximum each time. All three of those charmers did hard time and swore they were going to get Wharton for it. Now, two of them are still in the exercise yard. One of them hit the streets about a month ago. Well,
I can't give you a positive identification.
how about a tentative one?
Not even that. Now, all I saw was the guy's back when he was running. And when a car came at me, I went blind in the headlights.
What about the rifle?
If he had one, he ditched it.
If he ditched it, we'll find it. You know, your powers of observation don't seem to be working so good today.
Yeah, well, my powers of observation were interfered with at about 65 miles an hour.
Look, Goodwin, there's a dead woman in the morgue, an ex-official's wife. That's a public servant. Now, that's getting pretty close to home because I'm a public servant, too. So is the DA, and so, in a way, are you.
Look, I want to kill her as much as you do, Inspector.
Why? Because you and Wolfe are getting a hefty fee?
Look, you may figure me for a guy on the hustle, Inspector. But you know Nero Wolfe better than that.
Okay. So I'm wrong. So sue me for libel. Maybe a lineup will help your memory. Hey, beat it.
Called her.
Yes, Theodore.
What is this infernal contraption?
This?
Yes, that.
Oh, that. Super sunlight, sir.
Super what?
A botanical innovation. The light speed growth. Without benefit of sun, we could grow some plants downstairs. And indeed, up here. Providing, of course, the orchids did well. Of course, we'd need a humidifier.
Mr. Horstman, if God intended plants to be grown artificially, I'm quite sure he would have informed me some time ago. Now take this monstrosity apart immediately. Do you hear me?
Silly old fossil.
got David Wharton in the office.
My deepest sympathy, Mr. Wharton.
Thank you, sir.
Won't you please sit down?
Yes.
Now, sir, how can I help you?
I put a check for $2,000 on your desk, Mr. Wolfe. Carol hired you, but I want you to remain on the case. Is the retainer sufficient?
More than sufficient, sir.
I want my wife's murderer found.
Yes, so do I, Mr. Wharton. Now, sir, let us consider the possibilities, eh? We have 3 felons, all of whom you prosecuted, all of whom threatened revenge, and one of whom is no longer behind bars. Do you believe one of them is or may be responsible for your wife's death?
I'm not sure. 2 weeks ago, I did receive a phone call at the office.
Oh, from whom?
George Miller.
One of our 3 possibilities?
Yes, a bank holdup. He said he wanted to see me.
About what?
I didn't take the call. My secretary told him I was out of town, and he never called back.
Besides these 3, Mr. Wharton, is there someone else who might profit from your death?
Well, you don't get very rich in the DA's office, Mr. Wolfe.
Nevertheless, somebody is anxious for your demise, Mr. Wharton. The bullet that took your wife's life was meant for you. Think, sir. Who, besides Mr. Miller, might hate you enough to wish to eliminate you?
When I married Carol 2 years ago, there was someone courting her at the time. I guess he could hate me for taking Carol away from him, but I see no reason to think that...
His name, sir?
Gary Bartlett.
Mr. Bartlett? Mr. Bartlett? My name's Goodwin.
Yeah.
I'm a private detective. Look, I know it's probably not the best time for it, but I'd like to talk to you.
What about?
Carol Wharton?
Do you drink?
Moderately.
So do I. Immoderately. Let's find a bar. It's better. Did I have anything to do with Carol's death? That's the question, isn't it?
In a way.
The answer's no. Second question. Did I ever feel like taking a shot at Dave Wharton when Carol married him? The answer is yes. Did I take the shot? The answer's no. Though if I had, she might still be alive today.
Why'd she marry Wharton instead of you?
I was after her oil wells.
Did she have oil wells?
No. She didn't have any oil wells. Though if she had, you can bet a thin dime that Dave Wharton would have convinced her I was after them. He'd sell her on anything. If I don't say again, pour anyway, please.
Dad, are you in there? It's Ellen.
Are you alone, Ellen?
Yes. Where have you been? I have looked. Why are you packing?
I'm getting out of here as fast as I can.
Have the police been here?
Not yet, baby, but they will. I don't want to be here when they knock on that door.
I want to know the truth, Dad.
Honey, I swear to God, I had nothing to do with what happened to Wharton's wife. I swear it.
Well, then tell that to the police. Don't run away. Tell them that you're innocent.
Baby, I'm an ex-con. You think they're gonna listen to an ex-con? They grab me, I'm behind bars for life.
Open up, Miller! Police! Hold it, Miller. You're under arrest in the investigation of the murder of Carol Wharton.
Yes.
There's a Miss Ellen Miller to see you, sir. She's waiting in the front room.
Miller. A relative of the man the police arrested, huh?
Paper says he has a daughter.
Show her in, Fritz.
Mr. Wolfe?
How do you do? This is Mr. Goodwin, my associate. Won't you please sit down? Now, what can I do for you, Miss Miller?
It's about my father, Mr. Wolfe. I need your help.
I would imagine your father needs a good lawyer at the moment more than he needs a detective.
My father didn't kill Carol Wharton. If my father is sent back to prison,
Please, Miss Miller.
Hey, it's all right. I do a lot of crying in this office, too.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to.
Will you listen to me, Miss Miller? The police arrested your father because the tire tracks found at the scene of the crime matched those on his car. There is also the fact that at the time of the conviction, he threatened Mr. Wharton. Now, that may be only circumstantial evidence, Miss Miller, but it is evidence.
But I know he didn't fire that shot.
Now, how do you know that?
Because my father has never lied to me.
Does he own a hunting rifle?
Why?
Because the autopsy report shows that Carol Wharton was killed by a bullet from a hunting rifle. Does your father own such a weapon?
I don't know.
Nor do I. But I intend to know. Mr. Wharton has hired me to find the murderer of his wife. I am obliged to earn my fee. If your father is innocent, as you wish to persuade me he is, I will in effect be working for him as well as for Mr. Wharton. And that, Miss Miller, is the best I can do for you.
Thank you.
You have nothing to thank me for. Yet. Archie. Good day.
Did he mean what he said?
Well, take my word for it. He always means exactly what he says. Except, of course, when he's discussing my salary. Look, he'll do everything he can. What do you think?
About what?
Miss Miller.
I rarely think about young women, Archie. That is your province.
Well, she seems convinced her father's innocent.
She is his daughter. She can hardly believe otherwise.
Yeah, well, I spotted Miller in that lineup today, but Kramer was pushing me a little bit too hard, so I ducked the identification. Besides, it's always too easy to pin the rap on an ex-con.
Perhaps. We shall know more about Mr. Miller in due time. Meanwhile, I suggest you have another talk with David Wharton. He may not have exhausted his list of enemies.
Right. Hello.
May I help you?
I'm Archie Goodwin. Is Mr. Wharton in?
Mr. Wharton has a client in his office right now.
I'm sure it won't be long. Can I get you a cup of coffee?
Thanks.
How do you like it, Mr. Goodwin?
Hot. Don't you?
Frequently.
You Mr. Wharton's secretary?
I was.
And now?
I'm Mr. Carlson's.
What happened?
I changed desks when Mr. Carlson was divorced 3 months ago.
You do that frequently, too? Change desks?
Doesn't everyone?
I'll send out the letter of interest first thing Monday morning, Charles. That'll get the ball rolling.
Fine, David. Good night.
Good night.
Have a nice weekend, Dolly.
Thanks, Mr. Davis.
Goodwin. Sorry to keep you waiting.
No problem.
Ladies, I'm going to be taking Mr. Goodwin out to dinner, so why don't you both call it a day, huh?
I'll lock up, Mr. Wharton.
Right.
Enjoy your dinner, Mr. Goodwin.
My car is right over here, so I'll meet you at the exit, and you can follow me to the restaurant.
Great.
Okay.
Thanks.
It's a pity you did not manage to observe the driver of that vehicle last night, Archie.
Saving Wharton's life and mine was what I happened to be observing at the time.
But Mr. Wharton is reasonably sure the car was identical to the one that tried to run him down 3 weeks ago.
99% sure. I'm not that sure, but it could also be the machine that tried to tag me the night Carol Wharton was shot, which would make it George Miller's car. The only catch, Miller's in the hoosegow.
Not any longer.
What do you mean?
The police released him yesterday afternoon.
Why?
Insufficient evidence.
Well, the rifle would be sufficient evidence if Kramer's bloodhounds found it.
Well, Mr. Kramer's bloodhounds did not find it, Archie, nor did a search of Mr. Miller's room bring it to light.
Great. Now, that puts Ellen's old man back out on the street, and maybe back behind the wheel.
Not necessarily. We still do not have...
Yeah, I know. Positive identification.
Precisely. From your conversation with Frank Carlson's secretary, it would seem that a talk with Mr. Wharton's law partner might be fruitful.
Speaking of fruitful, wait till you see the secretary.
Ho! Ho! Mr. Carlson?
Yeah, I'm Frank Carlson. What can I do for you?
My name's Goodwin. I work for Nero Wolfe.
Oh, yeah, you're the private detective that Carol Wharton hired.
We're working for her husband. Look, if you got a minute, I'd appreciate your help. Since you're Mr. Wharton's partner, I thought you might have some information I could use.
Oh, yeah? Such as?
Mr. Wharton's enemies?
Look, I'm Wharton's law partner, not his priest.
Has he ever spoken to you about the threats he's received?
I haven't spoken to Wharton in 3 months.
3 months?
That's right.
Ho!
You were divorced 3 months ago, or so your secretary said.
That's right, Goodwin. I was divorced 3 months ago.
Ho!
Why?
Why what?
What did Mr. Wharton have to do with your divorce?
Ask him. He's your client.
Ho!
You ever miss?
Nope. And I never hit the wrong target, if that's what's on your mind.
Ho!
Your Mr. Carlson sounds fascinating, Archie.
That's a word for it, all right. The whole office is. They play musical secretaries over there. I mean, the partner turns out to be an expert with a trap gun. It's one divorce, one murder. Pretty busy for a law office when you think of it.
Nevertheless, Mr. Wharton is our client. Our business concerns his wife's murderer. Yes, Fritz.
Excuse me, sir, but that same young lady is at the door.
Miss Miller?
With her father.
Show them in, Fritz.
I think I'll have a look out the front window.
Why?
Cars. They fascinate me. I want to see if Mr. Miller parked his outside.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. How do you do, Mr. Miller? Sit down, please.
I'll stand.
As you wish, sir. However, I prefer talking to people at eye level. If you will, Miss Miller.
I've tried to explain to my father that you can help him, but he won't believe me.
He's working for Wharton, isn't he?
The help I promised was indirect.
Honey, they'll nail me, him and Wharton.
Can you persuade your father to sit down, Miss Miller? I will not talk to a man I have to look up at.
Please, Dad, sit down.
99%.
Now, sir, let us deal with you. I have promised your daughter to render her what assistance I could. The promise does not necessarily extend to you. You're a convicted felon. You're a suspect in the murder of Mrs. Carol Wharton. That you are biologically Miss Miller's father is not an extenuating circumstance, despite the regard I may have for your daughter. Is that understood, sir?
Yeah.
Very well, let us proceed. Is it a fact, Mr. Miller, that you threatened to get David Wharton for convicting you on a charge of bank robbery?
That was 5 years ago.
Indeed. But it was your car's tire tracks that were found at the scene of the murder.
See what I'm telling you? They're not going to believe me. They're out to frame me.
Mr. Miller, the car tried to run down David Wharton last night. The car that looks very much like the one you pulled up in. It's yours, isn't it?
The car is mine, but I did not try to run Wharton over.
If you can tell us where you were at 6 o'clock last night.
Please, Dad, trust Mr. Wolfe.
Trust him. I don't trust him. I don't trust the cops. I don't trust anybody. Now, I spent my time in there. I did it. I'm not going back. Nobody's going to put me in that hellhole. Nobody. Nobody.
Dad!
Carlson and Wharton.
Valerie, it's Archie Goodwin.
Oh, Mr. Wharton's in court, Mr. Goodwin.
Well, as a matter of fact, it isn't Mr. Wharton I want to talk to, it's you.
Me? What is there to talk to me about, Mr. Goodwin?
Well, it's a little too complicated for the telephone, so I thought maybe you'd like to have dinner.
Dinner?
Yeah, pizza, Chinese, whatever you prefer.
Are you sure you haven't got me mixed up with Harriet, Mr. Goodwin?
I gave Harriet up for Lent.
Well, I suppose, all right. But I can make something at my place.
703 East 23rd.
Your place it is. 7:30?
That'll be fine.
Great.
It's nice.
Thank you.
You know, I spent Sunday on the trap range watching Frank Carlson knock off a flock of clay birds. He's pretty good with a gun.
Mr. Carlson is the outdoors type.
What's Mr. Wharton? Indoors?
Mr. Goodwin, I enjoy having dinner with a man. And you're not the worst looking man I've ever seen. But if you think your smile is going to make me say something about my boss I shouldn't, forget it.
Fair enough. Except for one thing.
What's that?
I'm not looking for items for a gossip column. I'm trying to nail a murderer. Someone who killed Carol Wharton thinking he was getting rid of her husband.
I don't see how anything I can tell you can help you and Nero Wolfe to do that.
So let me do the deciding. First off, what's the bad blood between Wharton and his partner? Anything to do with Mrs. Carlson?
Yes. That was 3 years ago. Mr. Wharton was single, attractive, and Helen Carlson was 10 years younger than her husband. They had an affair.
And Carlson blames Wharton for his divorce.
Mr. Wharton broke it off when he met Carol, and Helen Carlson would have left Frank anyway.
Okay, well, that takes care of that pigeon. Now, what about George Miller? Do you remember getting a phone call from him a couple of weeks ago?
Yes.
Any idea what he wanted?
Mr. Wharton wouldn't take the call. Mr. Goodwin, why don't you ask me the really important question?
What's that?
Did David Wharton love his wife? Now, I'm not a detective, but that's what I'd want to know.
All right. You know Wharton better than I do, did he?
Totally. More wine?
Please.
Morning.
Good morning, Mr. Wharton. Mr. Carlson said he'd like to see you as soon as you got in, Mr. Wharton.
Thank you.
John. David.
From the look on Frank's face when he came in, your boss is in for a rough time.
She's dead.
You know the heat's on me, Wolf. 2 murders, I got nothing for the DA. And let me tell you, he's not exactly thrilled at having one of his ex-prosecutors as a target.
Mr. Wharton may not have been the prime target of that bomb, Inspector. The package may have been intended for Valerie Jensen.
Why?
A theory, Mr. Kramer. Perhaps a search of her apartment might yield a clue.
We've gone through it.
And?
Nothing, except the bank book. Last deposit was 2 days ago. She put $5,000 into her savings account, cash.
Indeed, a substantial sum. Even for a well-paid secretary.
Maybe she had a rich uncle.
Nobody has rich uncles anymore, Mr. Kramer. They are extinct. Did you check out the deposit?
Give me a little credit, Wolf. The other secretary, Harriet, said she couldn't imagine where Valerie could get that much money from. Carlson said it wasn't any of his affair, and Wharton just looked blank.
Yeah, well, one thing's for sure.
What's that?
She didn't get the $5 grand from George Miller, unless he's robbed another bank. So that leaves him out.
What is it with you, Goodwin? Rehabilitation week? The daughter got pretty legs?
Disregard Archie, Mr. Kramer. What may be interesting for you is the following. Mr. Wharton may have been involved with Carlson's wife prior to the Carlson divorce. And even more to the point, Frank Carlson is an expert marksman. Both items might bear some fruit under investigation.
Yeah, grapes. Sour grapes. Hey, Goodwin, let me know when you open your Sunday school.
That was nasty.
Mr. Kramer has a difficult job to do, Archie. He has a right to be nasty every once in a while.
Yeah, well, so have I. And one of them's checking out Valerie Jensen's apartment tonight. Maybe I can come up with something besides a bank book.
Satisfactory.
Now you know why I know who killed Carol Wharton. If you're listening to this tape, it's because something has happened to me. Go to apartment 27E Channing Towers. The proof of what I've said is there.
It's always nice to have proof.
Please sit down, Mr. Wharton.
Thank you. Frank?
David?
Thank you all for coming.
Mr. Wolfe, when you called, you said Carol's murderer would be here.
Yes, your wife's murderer and the person responsible for Valerie Jensen's death.
Two different people?
Precisely. All of you had your own reasons to dislike David Wharton. Perhaps more than one of you had enough reason to want him dead. And all of you are vitally interested in learning who actually killed Carol Wharton and Valerie Jensen. Mr. Miller, would you please explain how you happened to be at the scene when Mrs. Wharton was killed?
The day after I got out of prison, I called Mr. Wharton. I wanted to tell him that he didn't have to worry about me anymore. I mean, about the threats that I made at the trial. I didn't want that hanging over my head. But he wouldn't talk to me, so I left my phone number with his secretary.
Go on, Mr. Miller.
Well, 2 weeks later, he called me and he asked me if I needed a job. I said, well, sure I do. So he said...
That's not true.
He said for me to come out to his house at 8 o'clock that night. Not to come up to the house, but to wait for him on the road below the house.
Did he say why?
Yeah, he said that Mrs. Wharton was upset about threats that he had gotten, and if I showed up out there, that it might frighten her.
That's a complete fabrication, Mr. Wolfe.
You will have your turn at rebuttal, sir. Continue, please, Mr. Miller.
Well, I heard the shot. I ran up and I saw the car burning, and, well, I didn't want to be found there.
You did not tell that to the police. Why?
Well, with my record, fat chance that they'd believe me. First thing a con learns is to keep his mouth shut.
For the moment, let us assume someone did place a call to Mr. Miller and arrange for him to be at the Wharton house. The question is why? What purpose was Mr. Miller to serve? I think we have our answer to that as a suspect. Archie, if you please. What we are about to hear is a recording of a telephone conversation taped by Miss Valerie Jensen. All right, Archie.
Hello.
Good morning, darling.
Hello, David.
Well, today's the day. Everything's arranged, unless you've had second thoughts.
Don't be silly, darling. Why should I?
All right, then. I'll call you at 12 to find out how you made out with Nero Wolfe.
I'll be here.
I love you. Keep remembering that.
I love you, David.
It's quite unnecessary to listen to the rest of it. Do you not agree, Mr. Wharton?
I don't understand.
On the contrary, Mr. Wharton, you understand only too well. The balance of the tape establishes that Valerie Jensen recorded that phone conversation on the day of your wife's death.
Are you trying to say I killed Carol?
No, Mr. Wharton. What I am saying is that you helped to arrange it.
That's a lie.
You arranged it all, sir. You arranged for Mr. Goodwin to be with you when the fatal shot was fired. You arranged for the gas tank in your car to explode on impact so that your wife would be burned beyond recognition. You arranged for a vehicle resembling Mr. Miller's to attempt to run you down in the garage. You arranged for that package to be delivered to Miss Jensen.
Of course I did all that, Wolfe. I even tried to have myself run down with the car that you claim wasn't Miller's. How'd I do that? By remote control?
No, Mr. Wharton. The person driving that car was the one with whom you made all your arrangements.
And who might that be?
The woman whose voice was on that tape. The woman with whom you are hopelessly and fatally in love. The woman with whom you conspired to murder your wife. For her money.
You're just guessing, Wolfe. You don't have a shred of evidence you can go into court with. Give me 10 minutes with a jury and I can prove that that tape was doctored. Where's the gun? Where's your witness? Where's your physical evidence?
Oh, I have it, Mr. Wharton. And I assure you, sir, it is in the fullest sense of the word. Physical. Inspector Kramer.
Helen, what?
Yes, Mr. Carlson. Your wife and Carol Wharton's murderer. She came to see me pretending to be Carol Wharton. And to give the devil her due, she almost succeeded. And that night in your house, Mr. Wharton, while the real Mrs. Wharton was upstairs in her room getting dressed to go to her charity meeting, you had Mrs. Carlson here, again in the role of your wife, admit Mr. Goodwin into your entry hall, and then go out through the kitchen and take up her position. Then your real wife came downstairs, got into your car, and drove away. And Mrs. Carlson, a crack shot, was waiting. And the deed was done. Inspector Kramer, They're all yours.
Not bad. You left me a shot. All for money, huh?
And love. Obsessions, Archie, both of them.
Miss Miller, sir.
Forgive
She
me.
insists.
I just had to see you.
What is it, Miss Miller?
I just wanted to tell you how grateful we are, my dad and I.
Quite unnecessary.
Your father okay?
Mr. Carlson's offered him a job on a client's ranch. But this is what I really came for.
Look.
Thanks again.
I'm his associate.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Suppose you could finish this up without me?
Archie, do you think Minnesota Fats would walk away in the middle of a championship match just because a beautiful young lady passed by?
No.
So be it. I believe it's your time.